So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Huo Huo, the new Wind type Abundance Path 5-star character, and whether I think you should pull for her or not. Before I start today's video, I just want to say that this week and next week will both be very busy for me, as I have end of term exams coming up, and so I can't guarantee whether there will be a video next week or not. I'll try my best and make one, but I can't make any promises here. I'm also in the middle of recording 4 videos for December. So far I have recorded 1 and I'm not too happy with how it turned out to be, so I'm most likely going to re-record that, and so yeah. It's going to be a very busy week. Alright, with all the channel updates out of the way, let me start by first of all go through what her kit is like. Now, I've been thinking about how strong Huo Huo's kit is actually like for a very long time now, ever since her release and up till a few days after she has been released. I've been just watching a lot of YouTube videos, gathering thoughts, and I was basically looking for evidence that both supported her as a really strong character and also evidence that didn't support Huo Huo as a strong character. On paper, she seems quite balanced and she's not a bad character by any means, but at the same time, I can definitely say that her kit doesn't bring any new features into the game, and I think that is the main reason why I feel hesitant when recommending you guys to pull for her. But either way, let's talk about her skill first, which is the most important thing about her kit in my opinion. What it does is that it heals the target teammate's HP and dispels 1 debuff for that teammate, and at the same time it also heals adjacent teammates by a smaller amount, and that's it. In addition, Huo Huo's talent also does a little bit of healing. Basically, whenever she uses her skill, she gains a stack of divine provision, and when it is a teammate's turn or when a teammate uses their ultimate, HP is restored for that teammate. These stacks are also reduced by 1 every single time it is Huo Huo's turn, with a maximum amount of stacks that you can have at 2. Looking at these 2 parts of her kit, I can say that she's really good at helping your entire team resist effects that enemies might put on you, and in situations like in Swarm Disaster for example, this can be super useful as the bug enemies apply wind shear almost every single attack that they do. So I would definitely say that there's nothing wrong with the design of her kit. Everything works out very fine, and she's very good at doing what she does. Of course, in other game modes, dispelling debuffs is also very important, and so if we take that into consideration along with the fact that she heals as well, the defensive capabilities that she has is definitely something that makes her shine amongst all the available healers in the game currently. And if we move on to her ultimate, which gives all teammates energy and also increases their attack excluding Huo Huo herself, you would think that she is a borderline must pull, right? Her technique is also quite unique in the sense that in the overworld, it scares nearby enemies away, and when in battle, it makes it so that there's a small chance that enemies will have their attack decreased. But with all of that said, why do I still feel like Huo Huo is not a character that I can recommend to you guys to pull for? I haven't done the Trailblaze Continuance mission yet, but I'm sure that Huo Huo is going to have a crazy backstory about how her tail got possessed, and that's very cool. Her design reminds me of Sucrose and Kuta mixed together from Genshin, and so for sure I would definitely give her design a solid 7.5 out of 10. But I think all of whatever I just said still doesn't cut it. The thing is that the job that she does can be better done by other existing characters in the game, and that is the main if not the only downside to Huo Huo. Don't get me wrong, I've been explaining her kit this whole time and basically showing you guys how great her kit is, but when Tingyun can give more energy and buff more attack than she does, Lacey, who is a 4-star character, can heal just as well if not better than she does. Why should I spend my Stellar Jades, risk losing a 50-50 just for a character who basically takes the good things of other characters and put them together but at the cost of the 2 things being worse? I just seriously can't think of a reason why she is a must pull at this point. I think maybe saving my Stellar Jade and pulling for Silver Wolf is the right play here. If I'm not mistaken, Silver Wolf is coming out in around 2 to 2.5 weeks, which means that I can farm and save out a bit more Stellar Jade for her, and it has been established since her release that Silver Wolf is a broken character when well built, and that's basically the argument that I have for why I'm not going to pull for Huo Huo. When a character like Silver Wolf is coming out right after Huo Huo's banners goes away, why would I want to pull for it when I can finally make my account able to beat all types of content in the game and just make the game a lot more enjoyable in that sense? But one thing though, with that all said, if in the future I somehow find myself with extra Stellar Jades lying around, I might consider picking up a copy of Huo Huo because she's not that hard to build, and the free 4-star Lycone that I can get right now by doing this update's main event is her 4-star best in slot Lycone, and in theory we should all be able to get superimposition level 5 for that Lycone, and by the time that Huo Huo comes out again, we should be all set and just be able to build her completely. I would strongly recommend you guys to stay away from her banner and also her signature Lycone banner as well, because the 4-star characters that are on the same banner aren't that great in the current meta. And as for the Lycone banner, I've just said that there's literally a 4-star free option that is a tailor-made Lycone for her available right now, so there's just absolutely no reason whatsoever to pull for it. But of course, at the end of the day, it is going to be up to you who decides how you're going to spend your Stellar Jade, and if you do decide to pull for Huo Huo because you're a super Huo Huo lover or something like that, there's no surprise that you're probably going to find yourself enjoying her a lot, as she's definitely a very decent character. It is simply the fact that Huo Huo has made Huo Huo a very well balanced character, and that for a long time we've been getting broken or borderline broken 5-star characters in the past few updates, and I think that is one of the reasons why some people might think Huo Huo is a bad character. Personally, I do welcome more balanced character coming into the game, but it's still important for hoyoverse to release characters that bring novelty to the game. A new character doesn't have to be broken, which I think everyone can agree on that, but a new character has to bring something new into the game, otherwise it is going to be very hard to convince players to pull for that character when existing characters do what the new character does, and sometimes the existing characters might even do that job better than the new character. That is going to be it for today's shorter than usual video. While I always make sure that I produce high quality videos that are up to my standards, I am also constantly very busy with my school side of things, and so I hope you guys can understand and continue supporting me. Next week's video is probably going to be another character guide video, as I've been really enjoying making this type of content lately. Next time, however, I'll probably make the video longer and also go into a bit more depth about that certain character, and that's that. Like and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!